So yesterday evening, I did my first Whatnot live stream at 7 p.m. and I really enjoyed it. I promised that I would give some feedback about what I thought of the Whatnot platform and what my experiences were during the process. And so here goes. So where did I come to this from? Two places really. First of all, I've been doing stuff on eBay on and off for many, many years, since I think 2001. And secondly, I am admin of quite a few Facebook groups that buy and sell coins for the members and provide a fairly safe environment in order to do so. So when I first heard about Whatnot, I was intrigued, and I didn't really know anything very much about the platform. I had to do a little bit of research to get to the stage where I felt comfortable doing anything at all with the Whatnot platform. But I just wanted to tell you about my experience from beginning to end. I'm pretty sure that one of the things that first attracted me to Facebook was the sense of community, of getting to know many of the people that you buy from, you sell to, and that community is built on principles of trust and integrity. Whilst Whatnot doesn't have the same profile visibility that Facebook might have, I think it does have some of those attributes of community where people can be in the same place at the same time, watching the same stream and bidding against each other in more of a fun environment than you would normally get on other kind of auction bidding. The first thing I did when I was finding out more about the Whatnot platform was to go and have a look at other people's similar streams in the coins space, because Whatnot allows lots and lots of different things to be bought and sold. So having had a look at that, I noticed that there were a lot of coin streams. There's a lot of people throughout the world who are already on the Whatnot platform. But it does tend to be fairly regional, because everything is bought and sold in a particular currency depending on where you are. So on a British stream, a lot of the buyers would be local to British, local to Great Britain, they would be British, and packages would be mailed out inside the UK. If you're looking at Whatnot as an American on an American stream, everything would then be priced in dollars. So if you do want to do things on Whatnot in different places, you need to have several different accounts operating in different currencies. So in order to get ready for this stream, this project started probably a month and a half to 2 months ago. A process of research, and then a process of setting up my account, finding out exactly how that process works. Everything is done on the Whatnot app, and the Whatnot app has a seller center which then lets you do the administration and manage the items you have to sell. And you can sell in a variety of different ways. So if you've got things which have a fixed price, you can put those up into your list and people can buy them. They can potentially buy them even when there's not a live stream, or you can have them focused and available inside an auction where you can go online and describe them at the same time. So you can either do traditional auctions or you can do buy it nows, a little bit in that respect the same as eBay. One of the things that I didn't know for my first live stream was the types of buyers who are going to be there. So I tried to get a few different things so that everybody would have something interesting to look at. I put up some silver rounds because everybody likes a little piece of silver, some PMG graded notes, a Chinese medal, old British coins, and I just wanted to, and also actually a gram of gold, but I just wanted to see and get an idea on what kinds of things people would be most interested in, so that when I do another live stream at some stage in the future, then I can get a more curated auction going with things that tell a story and maybe, do one area at a time. I haven't made up my mind on that yet. Maybe it's better for the second one to also be a little bit more generalist and just get a picture of how things are going and what kind of things sell best at these types of auctions. So the first thing that I did was to set up the catalogue of the products that I wanted to sell. So I found, I think, 16 or 17 items that I wanted to sell in the first live stream, and I set up an individual record for each one of those 17 items on the back office, did all of that on my mobile phone on the app. That process was very straightforward. Everything that I needed to tell the app and upload photographs and videos was all there, so anybody before the auction could research any of the things I was putting up quite easily, very straightforward kind of way. The other thing that I wanted to do to make the live stream fun is to have a giveaway, and it turns out there are two methods of doing a giveaway. In fact, three methods. You can either make it open to anybody so that when you do your giveaway, people can say, yep, I'd like to participate in that, and the lucky one gets given the item you are giving away. Or you can restrict it to people who have bought in your auction, or you can restrict it to people who follow you only. So a variety of models. I thought I'd chosen the model which was to buyers only, but in fact I hadn't selected that correctly in the app, and when I did the giveaway during the auction, it actually did it to all my followers. So somebody who hadn't made a purchase in the auction ended up winning the giveaway, which was absolutely fine and worked very well, but wasn't quite the way I planned it. So next time I will make sure I press the right button and find a giveaway that is to reward the people who've actually made a purchase and been lucky at the auction. So skipping forward to the night of the live stream, I put the live stream in the diary weeks before, and I did quite a few posts on social media to tell people that the live stream was going to be there at a certain time, at a certain day, and please can they follow me and register for it. That worked very well. I think that if you do it too quickly, that doesn't work so well, because you need to gather some momentum before you actually go ahead and do the first live stream. I think there doesn't need to be quite the same period of planning for future live streams, now that there is a band of followers who will get notified as to when the live stream is going to be. So I set up the iPhone. I've got an iPhone, but it'll work with your Android phone as well. Set up the app on a little tripod, made sure that there was enough lighting to be able to show people each individual coin. One of the things that is a little bit restrictive is that you can't zoom the camera lens during the live stream. So I found I wanted to get closer to show some of the details on the coins, but there was no way of actually zooming in and then zooming out again whilst the live stream was actually going on. And that may be something that Whatnot can look at for future app releases. So I set everything up to make sure that it was all working, and about 5 or 6 minutes before the live stream was scheduled to start, I then started the auction and went live, so that as people were gathering in the room I could answer questions. I think that's probably quite a good idea. Not everybody will know my background. People didn't know that I was a YouTuber, and it gave people a chance to do a little bit of research and take a look before they actually started bidding at the auction. I found that quite a good thing. And then just after 7 o'clock I started the auction, and it then makes it very, very easy, or with the software, to just go through lot by lot, putting it up on screen, talking about it as people were bidding, and telling people a little bit of background information about why I chose that particular lot and what they can expect, and a bit of the history as well. I'm sure there are ways of speeding up the time between bids. I chose 10 seconds per bid, which is an option on the screen. If I'd have chosen 7-8 seconds, it might have actually speeded up the live stream. If you have a lot of items to get through, it's probably a good idea to actually speed up that process so that you can get through more items within the live stream. My live stream took around about 25 minutes to go through 17 items, but I did my giveaway at the end, and the giveaway took probably 5 to 10 minutes to actually action, so that people were given the opportunity to know there was a giveaway, apply to be in it, and for the draw to be made. That process happened while I was online, so I could see who the giveaway winner was. I guess it's possible to run those giveaways in the middle, particularly if you're doing them to followers, in which case you can do that in the middle of the auction, and then by the time you finish the end of the live stream, it would then have worked out who the winner was. But I was happy to do it at the end and have a chat to everybody who was still in the room. Lots of people were coming into the room and joining even right at the end, so it makes sense in a way to do more lots, maybe 40 or 50 lots, and in the knowledge that people will be joining and leaving the live stream during that time as well. So what's that old saying? The proof of the pudding is in the eating. Would I do it again? You know, that's the proof of whether I enjoyed it and whether it worked. The answer is, yeah, I will. I don't know how frequently I'll do it. Probably at least once a month, and have a live stream on Whatnot. I think it's a really fun thing to do. I really enjoyed presenting the live stream, and I hope that the people who participated in it actually enjoyed the live stream as well. I'll try and get a catalogue together starting next week for the next live stream. So happy with that. Thank you very much to Whatnot. Thank you very much to everyone who attended the live stream and participated. If you are not a subscriber, or you're in the live stream and you found me now on YouTube, please do subscribe to the channel. Those subscriptions are really important in getting YouTube to give you a chance to view more of my videos. So thank you all very much. Until the next one.